let's take off for the first story. I was discussing this with you off air concerning what happened with Big Akwes on Max TV.
Okay.
Now, Monday was a holiday. Big Akwes was on one of the shows on Max TV, and there was a conversation, and Cina popped up.
Okay.
You know, she's still promoting a new album with the likes of Stonebwoy and all on it. And there was a short video that they displayed that had Cina with some Show Your Stomach, and then some huge pant like trowel, and then she was dancing to, it looked like a formation dance they've created for one of her songs. And the way Big Akwes tell the girl live on TV, calling her names, very, very derogatory. And I was like, oh, why would you be doing this? Why? First of all, this is a secular artist. And we know Cina. I mean, we know her. So why would you, because she's wearing Show Your Stomach, you said on TV, call her names, but when you see other artists, I mean, let me say other international artists, people don't have issues with that. Shino.
No, I always say this, to take a move and later apologize is one of the most stupid things that you shouldn't do as a human
So for this
being.
apology is actually from the TV station, so I've not seen an apology from him himself.
Indirectly, it's for what he did.
Okay.
So let's say it's from him.
All right.
Not directly, but then it's addressing what he did.
I mean, there is a brand at stake. They have to clear the air first.
So I think it's we can't dispute the fact that it's coming from it actually fixing what he has. I mean, damaged. So let's say it's coming from him. Like I was saying, it's always stupid to apologize after causing planning a mess, and then later come back to apologize.
But what is there anything wrong with apologizing?
No.
When you know you've gone wrong, is there anything wrong?
You know for sure that using such words for her is something that obviously you have people talking about it. So it's like you know what will come. Okay? Now, for instance, if I should call someone a sex worker, obviously I know that these words that I'm using, obviously the person will come at me.
Yeah.
So knowing that, I don't have to do it and then later apologize. That's a sign of stupidity, with all due respect. Nana, moving on to my point. You see, we are not in the olden, days anymore, where you can discipline someone's child on the street. We are in an era where everybody feels what they are doing is right. So when you see the need to address certain things, or you see the need to jump into someone's issue, you should have a way to go about it. Remember, the person that you are using such words for is a marketing product. Or let's say it's a market, someone's market.
Yeah.
So if you don't take care, the things that you say will either destroy the person's market. You get it?
Yeah.
You may think that you are doing the right thing, but trying to correct her with your words. But at the long run, you will see that you are rather damaging what you intend to, put right. To sit on television, to, rant all you can, just because you feel you need to give either your daughter or your little sister advice in a harsh way.
Some of the words I can't even say them on radio.
Good.
They were very bad.
I know how he acts sometimes, and I know the kind of words he can use.
Okay. So
Big Akwes is
I'm not cutting you, but I remember there was a time he made some statements like that about something, and NYDJ came in and also cases in Akabem.
You see, so I know what he can do. I know the extent he can go.
No, it is dirty.
You get it? Let the team take an action now. That's when they will rather come play the victim. Big Akwes and the entire media team will come back to play the victim.
It doesn't speak doesn't speak well of the industry.
She's not your daughter. She's not related
She's an
to
adult.
you
She knows what she's doing.
At this age, she knows what's good for her and what's bad for her. Me, for instance, if you choose to go, the anti-clockwise direction, it's up to you. I can only give you advice in a polite way, a polite manner. If you take it, that's up to you. But if you decide not to go, take it, I have no right to go hard on you. I do that only when I am catering for you.
Okay.
I go hard on you only when I am catering for you. But if I'm not doing that, if I'm not in a position to do that, I have no right, I have no iota of right to go hard on you in attempt to, make you sit well or make you act right. It doesn't work like that. And Big Akwes, I'm not surprised he did that.
Because you're not surprised,
I'm not at all, because I know the things he can do. Big Akwes is someone that if you've taken time to follow what he does, the things that he does, you will get to know that what at all can't he do? He can do anything. And mind you, sometimes he does all these things just to be in the news. That's who he is. He likes to trend. He can go hungry for trends. He can sometimes sit down, plan on how to trend. Just like our grandfather, Obesiki. That's how they are. Yes, that's how they are. Yes, that's how they are. Sometimes they sit, plan on how to trend. So on how to trend, when they are picking things on things that they should trend on, they don't, put barriers.
But that shouldn't be.
They want to do everything.
A quick one. We're live on Facebook at Y979FM. For those of you who missed us, I see so many eyeballs watching. If you're watching, please share for others to also know what is happening on the drive. It's currently Digitrends, and that's what we're streaming live on Facebook. Shannon, please continue.
So, Nana, like I was saying, we have every right to poke our noses into people's issue.
Yeah.
But then you can't go hard on them.
There should be
unless you are feeding them.
There should be limits.
There should be limit unless you are feeding them.
Yeah.
But if not, even if you are feeding them, you have no right. In this our current era, you have no right to force your advice on someone. The only thing you can do is that if you are catering for the person, you put a stop to it, because the person is not reciprocating. That's what you can do.
All right. So let me read a statement from the brand involved. That is, like I said, it was actually on Max TV, so the team has actually apologized. This is it. On Monday, I discussed an entertainment story with my guest, Big Akwes, who made some remarks that were unpleasant to the Ghanaian public. On behalf of IMAX Media Management, I and the entire IMAX team and Big Akwes sincerely apologize. So like you were saying, so they involved him as well. Sincerely apologize for how we handled the story, she stated. She further directed the apology to Cina, so admitting that the conversation had crossed the line by becoming personal and unfairly attacking her. So, that's the news popping up right now from that side. So, it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. But let's be careful. The fact that I always say this, even I always advise MCs, not even like broadcasters or pundits like this. But what I always say is that the fact that you have the mic doesn't mean you should say anything.
Of course.
The fact that you have the mic doesn't mean you should say anything. Bibi can be a dream home as nawaka. So let's be careful. It is going to go a long way to hurt somebody somewhere. So let's be very mindful.
That's what he said. Freedom of speech, I think, it's guaranteed. But then, freedom of after your speech is not assured or something.